Beautiful. Happy Sunday. Welcome everybody to our Superfood Social Sunday Zoom. We actually do this call every Sunday here, same time, same place. My name is Ashley Castro. I have been hosting this call for the past 3 or 4 months now. I started doing this just when I saw everything shifting and transforming in the world, and I saw that there was a lot of problems, arising in the world that I felt like Purium had really, really powerful solutions for. I've been partnered with this amazing company, this amazing community for 4.5 years, and really made a commitment of like, wow, people need this now more than ever. And I feel so excited to be able to come together in a virtual space. In a day and age right now, we're not necessarily all getting together in person. It's so beautiful that we have access to this type of technology where we can connect, where we can share stories, where we can talk about what is supporting us through this time and through these times. So that's what we're here for. And today specifically, usually on these calls, we talk more mission, vision, joining our company as a brand partner. Today, we are going to be talking a little bit more about the product side of things, what products our company, what we offer, and this group cleanse that we have coming up. So we are actually getting ready to do a group health reset, collectively hit the reset button, and we are going to be sharing the details around that. And we're also going to be sharing how you can enter a giveaway. We want to gift someone here or someone or someone watching the recording. You don't have to be here, but we want to gift someone with some of these amazing life-giving superfoods that have touched so many of our lives. So before we get started and I dive in and just share a little bit about who we are and what our company and community has to offer, I want to come back to the chat here and come back to all of you beautiful souls here who are joining us. And I'm just so curious what brought you guys here. Like, let us know in the comments what brought you here. Why are you here? You're like, I want a health upgrade. I'm curious to know what's going on. I've been feeling tired. I've been feeling stressed. I'll be even more specific because most people aren't necessarily willing to just vulnerably share right off the bat. Like, oh, well, I've totally been having a meltdown in my in my life, and that's why I'm here. But so I'll just put it out there of, has anybody been dealing with stress, overwhelm, fatigue, people already like lost their job, your health is suffering, like anybody feeling those winds of transformation? You can even just drop a 1 in the comments. Just drop a 1 in the comments and let us know if you have experienced in any way some type of shifting in your life over the past couple of months that is really bringing you here to this point of, I'm seeking the next level and layer of how I can support myself during this time in life. And it's so beautiful that we have over 100 people on this call who are showing up, raising their hand and saying, hey, I want to ride this wave of transformation rather than be like pummeled to the bottom of the ocean by this wave of transformation. Because it's a big transformative wave that we are going through. Wherever you stand on the spectrum of like what's happening or your thoughts, we can all collectively agree, right? We all come together in a big group hug and agree, if you like hugging, we can all agree like, wow, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of transformation going on. And if we can empower ourselves to show up as clear as we can and as strong as we can, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, if those things are important to you as well, then I think the better chance that our earth has of really like a really bright future. Who's here for a really bright future for our earth? Drop a 2 in the comments too, right? Drop a 2 in the comments, like, I'm here for a better future for this planet. And I can see that there are certain directions we're going in that are not necessarily supportive, right? So we're going to talk specifically today about one of those major areas of life where a lot of people are suffering, where a lot of people are struggling, where a lot of people are finding themselves in a place of seeking new solutions because the old ways of doing things are not necessarily working or supporting us to thrive. So what we're going to talk about today is food, our food, and what we're putting in our bodies and what we are exposed to. So right now, if you are alive on this planet, whatever type of diet you have, whether you grow your own food and you eat completely organic, or you are living off 7-Eleven and McDonald's, wherever you're at on that spectrum, you are faced with a load of overtoxicity just because we're on this planet. The foods we eat, the conventional foods we eat, the medicines, the water, the air, there's toxins everywhere we go, and we are just naturally exposed to these And most of us throughout our childhood, most people walking around right now have a pretty heavy overload of toxins in their body. Most people aren't necessarily aware of that. So pretty heavy toxic overload. And then the other thing that most people are dealing with is being
Mamãe vai terminar de comer que eu não comi ainda.
Severely undernourished. So I love it. Got a little Teddy stopping on there. Hey, mama. So we are severely undernourished. And again, even if you're someone who's like, I buy all my food local, I eat organic, I do everything I can. And I'm curious if you're here and that's you, and you've still found yourself feeling depleted or struggling with your energy or with your mood or with whatever that may be for you. Has anybody here ever had that experience? Drop a 3 in the comments. You've been like, I feel like I'm doing all of the right things, yet I'm still struggling. I'm suffering in some way, shape, or form. So, oh my gosh, so many 3s in the comments. Okay, if this is you, and you're not alone. So many people have normalized being sick, and we have normalized, you get to a certain age, like, well, I guess everything just is downhill from here. And again, so much of this has to do with how depleted we are on a cellular level. And this starts with our soil. So if you know anything about farming, anything about agriculture, we have severely depleted our soil through the modern ways that we have been farming over the past 100 years. Severely depleted our soil, and all of our food, the food that is grown in the soil, it gets its nutrients from the soil. So if our soil is depleted, our food is depleted of nutrients and nutrient and mineral content. And if our food is depleted and lacking in this mineral content, even if it's organic and grown, without pesticides, when we're putting that food in our body, it does not have the same mineral content or the same nutrient content that it did 100 years ago. So if you're understanding what I'm saying about this, drop a 3 in the comments. Like, yes, this connection between how food is grown, where it's grown, how it's treated, that directly affects the quality of that food, right? And then the quality of food that we eat directly impacts the quality of life that we live. So drop a 4 in the comments if you've had that realization, like, wow, the food I eat directly impacts how I feel in every way: mind, body, spirit, emotionally, physically, mentally. I know for me as a busy mom of 3, when I only have coffee and a bagel and dark chocolate, feels really different than when I have fruit and like a green drink and I'm taking care of myself. So there's so much truth to this principle. And this is the principle that Purium is built on entirely. Dave Sandoval, amazing dear friend of mine now, started this company over 25 years ago with this understanding, this deep knowing, and seeing in our food system, wow, what people eat is really impacting the quality of their life. And so he was on a mission to support people to have access to clean, pure, living foods, raw foods, organic, superfood nutrition, stuff that you're not necessarily going and getting from the grocery store, like wheatgrass and spirulina, and some of these, really amazing nutrient-dense foods that also support our bodies to gently detoxify from that toxic overload that we're all faced with. So Dave saw kind of like a lot of these issues in the food system long ago and started partnering with farms that were just as passionate as he was about these issues. People who were dedicated to regenerative agriculture, to sustainable ways of farming. The first farms that he partnered with were our grass farms in Utah, where they were growing the wheatgrass, this ancient grain of kamut, in volcanic soil in Utah, which is like the prime ideal soil for this beautiful grass to grow in. So the quality and the care that is put into everything that this company does, and it's just so beautiful. So Dave, I'm going to share like a brief history and fast forward, like we're going to go pretty quick here because there's lots of info out there. If you guys are like into really diving into history and science, just knowing every little nitty gritty detail about the company and the products, all of that is available for you. But I'm just going to give you guys a brief history. That Dave was really passionate about supporting people with this issue of overtoxicity and undernourishment. So he started making these green foods, these superfoods, and sharing them with the world. And his whole idea was if everybody could be juicing wheatgrass every day, that would be ideal. But recognizing that most people are not going to do that. Most people don't even have the access to do that. So many people are living in food deserts where you can't even find wheatgrass at a grocery store. Drop a 5 in the comments if you know what I mean about our food system being pretty corrupt. There's so much corruption in the food system, and there's true lack of access to clean foods. And Dave saw that, whoa, clean living foods should be a basic human right. This should not be a privilege. So he was like, how can I get these foods into the hands of as many people as possible? So this started with trying to figure out a way to juice the wheatgrass and dehydrate it to where it would become a powder, to where though that it maintained as much life as possible, to where when you mixed it with water, it would come back to life. So he created this beautiful way of dehydrating the juices at a solar temperature so that all of the enzymes, as many of the enzymes as possible, stay intact, and making it so that it was now shelf stable and could be shipped to anybody across the country, no matter where you live, that you could have access to get this into your body. So this was his mission and this was his vision. And him and Amy, the co-founder, president of Purium, they were on this mission 25 years ago, going to health food expos and like, how can we, get our wheatgrass out there and get these products out in as many hands of as people as possible. And they realized that, wow, it was really challenging to spread this message. And they're like, we need an army of people that believe in this, mission, that believe in this vision, that want to share this and want to spread this. And so they had a couple of options. They could take their products, and their line of superfoods has grown from, just a couple of these green grass blends to about 60 herbal superfood formulas that are so powerful. It's like a one-stop apothecary. But they took all these and they had a decision to make. Okay, so we can put our products on the shelves of Whole Foods, and we can put our products on Amazon. And that's mass marketing. Like so many people, thousands and thousands of people would be exposed to it, because how many people go into Whole Foods and how many people go onto Amazon? It's like the easy way to go, right? Like if you want a lot of exposure, hop on Amazon. Everyone's on there, right? But Lord knows, or maybe you don't, but us in our community, we firmly believe that Amazon and Whole Foods do not need any more money. They don't need any more money. And so Dave and Amy made the decision. After their company had been around for many years, they just made this decision not that long ago that they were going to give their products into the hands of people to share and open up their business into a direct sales, social sharing economy in which people who are truly passionate about this mission of providing clean food, of supporting organic agriculture, of supporting regenerative farmers, of supporting people to physically be able to heal from some of these things that are just unnecessarily causing us suffering. Dave and Amy were like, okay, let's do that. Let's do that. That sounds like a way better idea, right? So drop a 6 in the comments if you're like, yeah, that sounds like a way better idea. I can get behind that idea. I can understand why you would take that approach. So that is what they did. And now it is so beautiful because 2 things have happened. One, so many more people are getting this into their bodies. So many more people, because word of mouth, peer-to-peer sharing, that's the way to go. Like, who doesn't want a real review? Who doesn't want to actually know, like, okay, tell me the truth of what's going on here. Nobody's watching ads on TV anymore and like believing what people are saying in these ads. Everyone's like, I'm going to go to Yelp. I want to talk to my friends. Like that originally, the original economy of community sharing. I love it. So that happened. They were able to spread this and get these life-giving products into the hands of more people and into more people's bodies so that more people could experience the freedom that comes when we start to remove some of that toxic buildup. We're going to hear a story about this in a second. When we start to remove some of that toxic buildup and really replenish on a cellular level, oh, honey, the body's a miracle. And it is so cool what happens when we can do that. So 2 things happen, right? The one is so many more people got this into their bodies. Amazing. More power to that. And then the second thing that happened was Dave and Amy tapped into a whole new world of illness that had nothing to do with the physical, but yet everything to do with the physical. And that illness that they tapped into when they decided to start letting people share this, rather than like going at the health food expos and doing that, was they tapped into financial illness and seeing that just as our food system is so broken, the economic system in place is so broken and not supportive for people to thrive in any way, shape, or form. And most people are living paycheck to paycheck. Most people are struggling. I mean, and right now that's even amplified. That's so amplified. So one of the most beautiful things that happened was that as people are sharing this, Dave and Amy believe in paying people really well to share this. So we're not going to talk a lot about that on this call because we do whole other calls for that. But if you're here, and I'm curious, you can let us know, drop a 6 in the comments. If you're here because you're like, economic empowerment is important to me. I need economic empowerment to make the moves that I want to make in my life and to do the things I want to do. Right? So if you're on that mission and that path, for me, this is a way that I have found that I can not only free myself up in that way, but I can turn around and support other people.
No, you guys pick it up.
And right now, more than ever, I feel like we really are needing true solutions for how people can become economically free. And when you become economically free, whew, it's like this ripple effect, this domino effect, and all these other freedoms open up and become accessible to us. But money is this huge like thing where, woo, we gotta get in there. We gotta get some of it. So we share more about that. You can come to one of our calls, reach out to the person who brought you here to hear more about that. But we're gonna just circle back around and drop into our health and wellness, our physical bodies, because that's where it all starts. It all starts with our vessels, like what we're putting in our bodies. So I'm gonna give you guys the details on this group cleanse, this group health reset, what it looks like, what we're gonna be doing together, the support that is offered, and how you can enter the giveaway. I'm gonna give you those details in about 5 minutes at the end of this call. This is gonna be about 10 more minutes. But what we're gonna do before I do that is I wanna bring someone on, a dear friend of mine, to share her story about, just joining this community, bringing these products into her life. This is someone that went 4.5 years ago when I was really stressed and strapped and feeling depleted financially, physically. I saw Rachel's story, and she was talking about Hashimoto's, adrenal fatigue, some issues that really spoke loudly to me that I was like, wait, what? And then, I'll let her share her story. But Rachel, your story was one of the first that I heard that really, piqued my interest in knowing what was going on here, and is a huge part of the reason why I partner with this company and dove in, and it's been so life-changing for me and such a blessing to share it with everybody I know. So Rachel, I would love for you to come and just share with us, your story and what this all has been for you, and a little bit about, your experience with the products. And you here, babe?
Thank you. Thank you so much, love. Yes, I am. And you inspire me so much too. Your whole story postpartum and just bouncing back as a mom, several babies later, you're just like, wow. I mean, you're just such an incredible model, and so many women need this. So thank you so much. And men too. In fact, I'm excited. Are you able to hear me? I kind of think I'm breaking up a little bit. We're good? Okay, good. Awesome. So thank you. So I've been struggling with Hashimoto's, autoimmune disorder of the thyroid, for about 9 years. And if you can relate to brain fog, drop me a 1. If anyone's ever had trouble with memory, I had a lot of memory issues. I was kind of like a stoned person. It felt like I was high all the time. I could never finish a sentence. Couldn't remember what I was talking about. Would get embarrassed midway through conversations. Lots of 1s. Wow. And if you can relate to adrenal fatigue, drop me a 2. So I was needing naps several times a day, and I would literally not even be able to get into the store. I'd be like, okay, I'm going to take a nap in my car, and I would literally fall hardcore asleep in my car before I go grocery shopping. And then I'd get out of the grocery store and sleep again in my car, and then drive home and then sleep again. So it was hard for me on the holidays to even just get to my family's house, just because I'd have to sleep so much and pull over on the road all the time. So oh my God, it's so amazing how many people have 2s. Sleep was an issue. I could barely function. I was literally just having trouble falling asleep, and then I would not be able to stay asleep. Anybody who wakes up at 3 a.m. can relate to like waking up in the middle of the night and being awake at 3 a.m. or whatever. Drop me a 3, okay? And then in the morning, I would wake up at 6 and I'd be like, what? I'm done sleeping. I'm so tired. So if you can relate to having sleep issues, yeah, give me those 3s. I want to see how many of us. That's a lot of people. So yeah, this is, I was just struggling with those things. And on top of that, I was bloated. And this might be TMI, but hey, this is what we talk about. I was constipated too. And this means I wasn't getting all my nutrients. So, if you're having trouble with a digestion, then it means you're not getting enough nutrients. That was happening to me. And I was also overweight. So all of these things considered, I was a mess. I was actually at a place of feeling like, I don't know how I couldn't work anymore. I was a wedding photographer turning away weddings. I was exhausted. I couldn't even imagine, what's my future going to be like? Am I going to be homeless? Or am I going to have, or am I going to live long enough to even see whether I'm going to be homeless or not? And I didn't have a bleak future. I didn't have a really good look on my future. So I'm just curious, like, if any of you have or do think about the future and just feel concerned about it in terms of like your health or finances, drop me a 4. Just in like, how am I gonna, just like moving through, right? So there's all this stuff, like these days, of course, we have a lot of stress around finances. That was an issue for me. So yeah, so these were the things that I was facing, and I literally just transformed completely. Someone accidentally tagged me in a post, my dear friend Sarah. I was so grateful because that was the change of my life. I had a dream and I had a vision. I said, I'm done. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. If you can relate to being done and ready to take on a whole new future, drop me a 5. This was me. I decided I'm changing my life. Nothing is going to stop me. I have no idea how I'm going to change it, but I'm making this decision. And somehow that alignment, making that decision that I am going to change and everything is going to change for me. And I don't know how. My health is going to change. My finances are going to change. I made the decision after struggling for years and years and years. And when that decision aligned, suddenly the answer came to me. I was tagged in a post. Maybe you were tagged in a post. Maybe you suddenly ended up here just like I did. And I did the ultimate lifestyle transformation. I committed to the first 90 days. I did 30 days and committed to 90. I said, let's see how this works in my body. And literally in the first 10 days, all my symptoms changed. Literally no more adrenal fatigue. I was like, wow, I have so much energy. And I was able to run and do all kinds of things. My brain fog lifted. I suddenly was able to interact with people and have conversations. And this was really new. It impacted my relationship. I was able to enjoy life. I wasn't this big drag anymore. And also I lost weight. I lost, over a couple months, I lost 25 pounds, and my digestion cleared. My skin cleared, everything in my life cleared, including my relationships. So this was amazing. And then, of course, I like Ashley, I had decided to partner with the company right away because I could see that this was a good thing. And I was like, why not? Why shouldn't I, offer this? There's some people on mute, so if you could just mute yourself, just check your mute buttons. Thanks. I said, why not? This is something that can benefit people. And I actually certainly was looking for something I could do online. So, this was really a godsend to me. It answered both my prayers, honestly. It answered my prayers for health and my prayers for financial freedom so that I could, experience something totally different in life. And of course, now this has been helping me thrive. And I've seen a lot of my friends transform, a lot of my family transform. And one of my friends is, hopefully we'll have a chance to speak up next, Lance. But anyway, I've just been seeing transformation, and so it's what makes my heart sing, is being able to help the world. And this has become my activism, my way of being a steward of the earth, being, good to the planet and helping other people wake up and like find empowerment in their lives and transform their health. And it's also enabled me to support my family in the Philippines at a time when a lot of people are struggling. Philippines is under COVID too. I'm helping my family where they start businesses. I'm helping them start, I'm feeding them every month. I've sent 3 kids to college, and, now I'm working on helping them build a house. So that's where I'm at. Thank you so much for asking me to share, Ashley. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Rachel, so much for sharing. Your enthusiasm is completely contagious. So grateful for you. And yeah, it's so amazing to see like so vibrant and such a shift. And there's so many amazing stories that our community has and that we have to share with you guys. I know we promised that we were going to try to keep this call to a tight 30 minutes. So I'm going to give you guys a little overview of everything and then point you in the direction of where you can check out more stories, get more information if you're curious to like explore more here. So I just want to give you guys a little bit of a rundown, a brief rundown on what this ultimate lifestyle transformation that Rachel's talking about. When Rachel's talking, was like, I did this ultimate lifestyle transformation. And within my first week, my symptoms were like, you know, I totally changed. Who heard that was like, wait, what? What do you mean? So it's true. It's very true. And I'm going to give you guys a little picture of what that looks like. So what we are committing to doing as a community starting September 8th is committing to loving ourselves more than we ever have for 30 days. That's the way that I look at it. For the first 10 days, days 1 through 10, all you're going to be doing is incorporating core nutrition into your life. We have these 4 products that we lovingly refer to as Core 4 Nutrition, and it's the foundation of this whole 30-day reset. So days 1 through 10, you're going to wake up in the morning and you're going to take these super amino 23s, which are pure crystalline vegan protein that it's going to fuel your muscles, burn fat, build muscle, while also I could go into a lot of length, I could go really in depth about this amino 23s, but I'm just going to say briefly here. These are also essential for mental health. Mental and emotional health is so related to our physical health. And the super amino 23s, they are chain link amino acids, these building block proteins that our bodies need for our neurotransmitters to properly work. So neurotransmitters, it's our communication system in our body. And so things like the transmission of dopamine, of serotonin, your literal ability to feel happy relies on your body's ability to internally communicate with itself, essentially is how it breaks down in non-scientific terms. So these super amino 23s support that to happen so much. They do a wide variety of things from helping with migraines to weight gain to weight loss. I mean, it's super powerful what these aminos do to your body. They also completely bypass your digestive system. So there's like no fecal waste and it hits your muscles. So it's so powerful, a powerful way for people to get protein who have sensitivities, IBS, my happy pills are what I call them. Yes, Natalie. So that's a super amino 23s. You're going to start your morning with those. And at some point during the day, you're going to drink the Power Shake, which is our green drink. Remember when I talked about those green grasses that are so good for you? This green drink is a powerhouse. It is going to support your body to go alkaline. It's going to support you with giving you all sorts of amazing phytonutrients. It has healthy fats, omegas in it. It is one of the most incredible things that I've ever put in my body. You will start to crave this drink. So the Power Shake is going to support you to gently detoxify and deeply restore yourself on that cellular level. And then at some point during the day as well, you'll take a proprietary formulation that we have called Biomedic. Biomedic, we could build you could have an entire company just based off this product alone. Biomedic is what is going to support you to detoxify from glyphosate, to boost your C-reactive protein, which is associated with inflammation in the body, so supporting you to reduce inflammation. And it's also going to support the repair and healing and cleansing of your gut microbiome. And if you don't know about your gut microbiome, it is where your source of intuition comes from. It is where almost all of our health lies. 80% of the immune system lives in the gut, and our gut is responsible for that. So the Biomedic is just gold. It's pure gold. And then at night, an hour before you go to sleep, you're going to take Apothecary, which is just beautiful tart cherry concentrate. This is going to support you to reduce inflammation, reduce stress. It has naturally occurring melatonin, so it's going to support you to sleep deeper, to have a longer REM sleep cycle when you go to sleep. The tart cherry does so much for you guys. So that's like an overview of the core products. Again, I could talk probably for an hour about each one. They're all so amazing, but we have the info out there for you. I'm just going to be, going over it briefly. Those are the core products. So days 1 through 10, all you're doing is bringing that into your body on a daily rhythm, a little daily rhythm of self-care. And during this time, this is going to support you to naturally and gently wean off of those things that you want to give your body a break from. Okay, so giving our bodies periodically a break from animal products, from dairy, from processed foods, from refined sugars, from caffeine, from alcohol. Like, it's so good to give our bodies and give our systems a break from these things. So when we talk about cleansing and people are like, oh, I don't want to cleanse, I don't want to starve, like, no, we're not doing that here. We're not doing that. What we're doing here is we're just giving our bodies a break for 10 days. So days 11 through 20, you're going to just give yourself a break from those things. And what's going to happen is days 1 through 10, you're going to start to naturally shift away from them. As you start to give yourself this core nutrition, days 1 through 10, you will naturally start to release the coffee, the sugar, the processed foods. You'll have less cravings for those things so that you're going to be ready for day 11. Because when we get to day 11 through 20, we're going to do a deeper 10-day immersion. And we're going to kind of accelerate the program. So during these 10 days, we are going to take a full, solid break. No caffeine, no processed foods, no animal products, no dairy. We are going to support our bodies to go as alkaline as possible. You're going to flood your body with the products. So rather than take the products, that core nutrition that you're doing days 1 through 10, rather than take those products once a day, you're going to take them 3 times a day. You're going to triple up. You're going to flood your body with these nutrients. Take the amino acids 3 times a day. Take the Power Shake 3 times a day. During these days, also, you're going to incorporate a formula we have called Super Cleansar, which is an herbal intestinal cleanser that's going to support you to have a deeper intestinal parasite cleanse. Woo, we all need that. And then after these 10 days, you are going, during these 10 days, you are going to still eat. You're going to eat from a list of approved foods that we have. We call them flex foods. So you're going to flex your program and you're going to stay super nourished with these foods. These are foods that are not going to interfere with the cleansing, releasing process that we're going through. So it's mostly all fruits and veggies. We stay away from starches. We stay away from acidic fruits and veggies. And we try to, again, just go as alkaline as possible. If you are pregnant, if you're nursing, if you are an athlete, if you're working out a lot, if you have a very physically demanding job and you need more calories, or mentally or emotionally, you really just don't want to be eating fruits and vegetables. I get it. I've been there. So no worries. We also have what we call lifestyle meals that you can supplement with throughout these 10 days. Again, they're going to be foods that don't interfere with this cleansing, process that we're doing. But this list includes things for the mamas, for people who need more calories. So if you want to even incorporate some really clean organic animal products, some more grains and nuts and things like that, you're going to be able to do so. If you're pregnant or nursing, you also are not going to take the Super Cleansar. The Super Cleansar is that intestinal parasite cleanse. That is the only one that you're going to just put on the shelf and wait until you're done breastfeeding, if that's you. Otherwise, everything else is totally safe for pregnant and nursing moms. And we provide you, whether you're pregnant or nursing or doing the regular version, we provide you with all of the support that you need. Recipes, self-care tips, food list, a schedule, everything you need. So no worries if your brain's like, oh gosh, like, what am I going to do? What am I going to eat? Like, don't even worry about it. If you're a yes, you just join us. That's why we're doing this in community. So you don't have to do it alone. So we have a private Facebook group where you can make posts. You can share what you're eating. You can post like, here's my flex food. Share with us how you're feeling. If you're like, I'm on day 4 and I feel like I'm going to die, we want to know that. No, but yeah, share with us. We can support you. And it's so amazing to do this in community. So that's what days 1 through 20 are going to look like. After you've done that deeper dive, that 10-day, you're going to go right back to your daily rhythm of self-care, everything once a day. Aminos, Power Shake, Biomedic, Cherry at night. You're going to go back to that rhythm once a day. And some of you, depending on the schedule you follow, because I want to say there are also a couple of other schedules out there that you could follow. This is the one we're all kind of doing together, the most popular one that I'm referring to though. So on the last 10 days, you'll be going to those products once a day, or maybe you'd be doing the Power Shake twice a day. And again, you can start bringing back whatever foods you want into your life, but the idea being that at this point, you probably are no longer going to have those cravings for the sugar, for the alcohol, for things of that nature. So yeah, amazing stories people are putting here. So I want to let you guys know about this giveaway. So was that clear? Everybody feel good? Drop a 8 in the comments. Woo! If you feel good and clear on like the cleanse, the protocol, what we're doing, the support that's offered, like the food that we're still eating, and like there's support for nursing moms, and woo, okay. If anybody still has questions or is not clear, just reach out to the person that invited you here, because they have some website links they can send you, and you know they'll hop on the phone with you and give you all the help that you need. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, in that case, we are ready to shift gears, and then for this last minute here, and thanks everybody for staying a little bit longer, we're going to shift gears and talk about our giveaway. Our giveaway! Who wants to win or wants someone they know to win this package? So, woo woo, here's how the giveaway is going to work. Well, before I go into that, I forgot to share, how do you go and purchase this package? Like, that's great, but how would you purchase it if you want to purchase it now? And then we'll talk about the giveaway. You can go ahead and make a purchase and actually still be eligible to enter the giveaway. So I'm going to actually tell you right now how you would go about doing that. So whoever invited you here has a $50 gift card. They have a code that you can use, and that code's going to give you $50 off or 25% discount on your package, whatever you end up getting. This 30-day ultimate lifestyle transformation pack that we're talking about, it breaks down to about $11 a day for that 30 days. And it's a huge part of your grocery bill. It's a huge part of, like take out your, your coffee bill and your drinks, whatever. It's gonna, kind of balance out there. But that is normally for that 30-day program, it's like $415. Whoever invited you here has a code that you can use though. When you put in their code, it's gonna give you a discount, and that's gonna bring that 30-day pack down to $314. So for the 30 days, it's $314, which again, that's about $11 a day. Someone here, it saved me money the month they did it. Yeah, I hear that all the time. Like, well, I spent $314 on that, but I didn't spend $500 on like my drinks and my coffees and my like processed foods and my bag of chips and like all of this stuff. That stuff adds up fast. So you can put in their discount code, get a discount, get your package. The way that the business works, and you guys can check out this later, is that you can get codes yourself as well. When you get this package, if you want, you can activate a code yourself to share. It's free. You just go buy this pack and you can activate your code, right? Like you can get a whole business for free here just by buying this package. If you want a code, we want to pay you to share this if you love it, or if you sort of like do this with some friends and share it with them. So the way it works is when you create your personalized code, you can give that to people. And when they go, let's say you have a couple people who want to join you and do the transformation with you. When you give them your code, they can go and put that code in, they get a discount, and you're going to earn a 20 to 25% commission on the dollar amount that they spend. Woo! And that actually goes for life. So you can actually make residual passive income. So if somebody orders, they use your gift card code and they fall in love, and each month they're ordering the Core 4, the Power Shake, you will get paid every time they place an order, direct deposit the following Friday. This is amazing. This has been how I've been able to support myself, to like stay home and homeschool my 3 kids and like live in California where it's crazy expensive and you need 2 incomes. So huge blessing for me on that side. But that's what it looks like. If you're here and you're like, hey, $314, I don't even have that. I hear you, because I was in that position too. It's like, I got negative money in the bank account, honey. What do you got for me? That's why we're doing this giveaway. And also, there are ways that you can join us with scholarships. We provide 4 scholarships a month. We provide 8 scholarships a month. We are here to support people to thrive. So there are scholarships for the business, which come with product. there also are options where you can join us for this 30 days and get a smaller package that's $184, and it would just be a month of that core nutrition. So you wouldn't have the full deep 10-day cleanse, like reset that we're doing in the middle, but you could have just a 30-day self-care. If you're here and you're just like, I'm struggling physically, and I just need something in my body, please just go and buy Power Shake. Just go and get yourself a Power Shake. It's gonna cost you $50. That's like $2 a day or less than that or something, and it will change your life. Power Shake is so amazing. That's not a claim, you guys. Don't hold me to that. It will change your life. You guys know what I mean. So he's gonna go, you said this would change my life. Anyways, all right, you guys. So here's how the giveaway works. And just so you guys know about like the scholarships and how that works, there is a process for that. So if you're like, I need this now, like the scholarship process takes about 6 weeks. We have scholarships for low-income families. We do 4 scholarships for low-income families. We also are really about supporting our marginalized communities, supporting our BIPOC communities. And so we also have 4 scholarships a month specifically for our BIPOC families as well. So we got 8 scholarships a month, and those are through the Million Mom movement. You don't have to be a mom to be a part of it. You just have to be a human who feels like food and money and necessities and shelter are basic human rights, not a privilege. And we're here to support people to make that happen. So if that's you, you can, partner up with the Million Mom movement. But if you're here and you don't want to maybe wait 6 weeks, like you want the scholarship, but you don't want to wait 6 weeks, reach out to the person that invited you here. I was in that position. And what I did is I just started sharing my story, and I just started telling people the position I was in. And isn't it crazy that we're all in this position, that I'm having, I was just sharing my story where I was at with my family 4.5 years ago. And there were so many people that were like, Ashley, I'm in the same boat. I'm in the same position. What are you doing? And I was able to get people together that wanted to do this with me, to do the transformation with me, and people who wanted to do a business as well, and was able to pay for my products before they even arrived. And I got the money together by selling stuff and taking my husband's guitar to the pawn shop, and I did stuff. So if you're here and you're like, I feel this, I want this, I just want to transmit to you all right now how powerful and amazing you are, and that you can do this. You can make this happen for yourself. 100%. I believe in everybody's ability to do that. All right, so I'm going to talk about the giveaway now, because this is the easiest way that we're just like, we want to, bless as many people as possible. If I could give away a package to everybody, I would. And I'm on my way. Once I become a millionaire, you guys, you wait. It's gonna be Purium products flying out to everybody. All right. But that's what Dave and Amy are doing. They donate so much products. This is amazing what they do. So here's what we have in our community right now is we're giving away a package to one person. All right. So one person, you or somebody can win this giveaway. And here's what that looks like is we have 2 places that you can enter. You can enter through Instagram, and you can enter through Facebook. So our Facebook event page is where you're going to enter through, and our Instagram team page is where you're going to enter through on Instagram. So after this call at 2:00 Pacific in 15 minutes, there's going to be a post going live on Instagram and a post going live on our event page on Facebook. And when those posts go live, the directions you need are going to be right there on how you can enter. And it's going to be different how you're going to enter on Facebook versus how you're going to enter on Instagram. So I'm not going to get into the nitty gritty of that, because when you go to that post, it'll tell you step by step, here's how to enter. But you guys are going to be able to enter, to share that with your friends, to share that with your community, to invite people to join you. And we're going to announce the winner of that giveaway. Like, again, all the details will be on there. But everybody would want to order by the end of this month. So we'll be making the announcement at the end of this month for who is the winner of that giveaway. Invite everybody that you can. I'm going to give you guys that Instagram right now. So you can go follow us on Instagram. It is superfood.social. Superfood.social is our handle on Instagram. You can find us on there. And then we also have our Health Reset page on Facebook, which I'm going to try to find the link for you guys for that right now. We can drop that in the comments. You can reach out to the person that invited you here, and they can get you beautiful. Rachel just dropped you guys the link. Everything you need is in the comments right there. So you guys check that out. If you have any more questions, please reach out to the person that brought you here. This has been a super packed full call. We had a lot to go over. So we appreciate you guys hanging out for, a few extra minutes with us. I'm sending so much love to everybody here. I'm excited to do this transformation with you all. Thanks for being here, giving of your time. This recording will be posted soon. So if you want to share this with some people, let them know what we have going on. Reach out to the person that invited you here for a link to the recording. It'll be up within the next couple of hours. All right. Lots of love, you guys. Have an amazing rest of your day. Woo! We'll see y'all later. Peace.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Yay. See everybody.
Beautiful call.
Bye.
Thanks, Stephanie.
Everybody.
Inspiring.
Thanks, Trey. See you later. Thanks, everybody. Awesome.
Bye. Great call.
Thanks.
You're also beautiful. Thanks, Judith. Bye, Thais.
Bye, love. Mwah.
Bye, everybody. Have a great Sunday.